Thanks.
Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that was Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Nirvana. I believe this is their first ever live performance of the song back in 1989, so well before the Unplugged performance in 93. Yes, this was around the time of Bleach and that kind of thing, and yeah, when they were still pretty underground, to be honest. So yeah, you know, regarding that sort of time in their career, this was a very sort of off-the-cuff kind of performance, I suppose, because it's literally a bizarre, out-of-tune mess. Obviously, it's one of those ironic guitar solos that Kurt Cobain used to do, basically the antithesis to what Slash was doing at the time, you know, making the guitars sing. Kurt Cobain would go the other way and sort of make it sound like the guitar was having a fit, I guess you could say. Just an ironic solo, just sort of going against the grain and doing the opposite to what was popular at the time, I suppose. Now, when I say that this is a bizarre, out-of-tune mess, what I mean is I don't think their guitars are tuned perfectly well, but, you know, it's grunge, so you wouldn't really expect that, I suppose. But yeah, I believe Chris is playing it differently to how Kurt is playing it ever so slightly as well. I think he's going from the E to the A, maybe even a bar before Kurt's going there, and you can hear like conflicts and dissonance in between like the way they're playing. So I just played it like the way I learnt it when I did the Unplugged version. But obviously there's a few differences and just bizarre things going on with it. It's kind of like Nirvana's sort of very early version of the song, I guess. I believe he probably hadn't studied the song necessarily, he just listened to it a bunch of times and maybe jammed along to it in his bedroom or something. I don't know. It's just a very primitive and disorganised kind of version of the song, I suppose. Very fun to play though. Like I said about the solo, I tried to get it as close to what Kurt was doing, but God knows what he was doing, to be honest. It was a complete improvisation, and you know, I don't know how many times they played it live back in the day, but I can imagine it being sort of improvised and different every single time. I did try to sit there like an absolute nutter and try to work out what he was doing to some degree, but in the end I just kind of based it around what I was doing here, apart from the last couple of bars, which are like, you know, kind of melodic, I suppose. I didn't do it exactly the same way Kurt did, because again I was just kind of like feeling the bars and just like working my way through it. But yes, this is my interpretation of how they played it that one time. This was a song that was actually requested, so I've actually fulfilled one of your requests. Woohoo! Yeah, it's been a while, I know, I do apologise for that, but I've finally done it, so yes, there you go, I've finally done a request. Awesome. Yes, it is fun to play Nirvana, nice to go back to the old stuff, because again, it is super simple, and I literally sat here this morning sort of teaching myself the song, and then basically just put the camera on the tripod, set the laptop up, turned on the amp, and played the song. So yeah, it's always fun to sort of like, you know, play a nice easy one, I suppose. If you did enjoy the song, then please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all those awesome things you guys always do. I do have a virtual tip jar. Yes, that's right, I'm getting into cyber begging now, but I don't care, alright, everyone does it. And yeah, most of my songs, or most of my videos at least, get demonetized, so you know, I'm at least sharing the revenue that I get, you know, my ad revenue with the actual original writers or owners of the music, and I just get a small percentage of it, so, you know, any sort of appreciation would be much appreciated. Yeah, no worries if you can't afford it or whatever, it's not obligatory, it's just, you know, it's completely voluntary. But yes, like I said, if you have enjoyed the video, then thank you so much. Please hit like and subscribe, I've already said that. Yeah, not really much more for me to say, but again, it is always fun to do your requests, and it's nice to know that I'm helping you guys. So yeah, take it easy, and hopefully I shall see all of you awesome people in the next one. Peace!